What up, ladies and gents? Just thought I'd give you guys my experience with trying to purchase a full Nismo body kit OEM for the USDM Notes 2013 and up. So I purchased, I sourced a front bumper, side skirt, or side skirts, rear bumper, rear spoiler, via Yahoo Japan auctions. Pretty much found everything. Paid a total of about $750. I did opt for the nicest parts I could find, but I think the total came out to like $750. Ended up setting the address for delivery to my home address, which was a really shitty thing on my part. I was unaware that they weren't shipping anything to home addresses, so the parts ended up sitting at the international warehouse for about a year, 11 months to be exact. And I'm not really sure when they opened it up, but I ended up receiving everything about a month and a half ago. Got to drill into the rocker panels, which is very unsettling for me. About 7 or 8 holes on each side of each rocker. And then Nissan has OEM side molding clips that actually pop into the rockers that the side skirts, there's like some little tabs on the side skirt, they just pop in. And then there's a front bolt, and then 5 bolts. Are the bolts? 5 clips that sit under it that hold it up, and then there is something on the back. I can't really remember. Got to do that. Got to drill into the rear hatch for the spoiler, which is also unsettling. And going to be doing the custom front LEDs. So the OEM LEDs and bracket for the Nismo bumpers, the 4 LED lights, I don't even think they're DRLs. They come on when you turn on accessories. So 4 LEDs and the plastic bracket that they sit in, it's all one housing, costs $925 per side from Nissan. And no. So I opted for some LEDs off of Amazon. I forgot the brand. Pretty much generic LEDs, and made some custom very, very thin steel brackets that bolt onto the front bumper, held in by 3 self-tapping screws. Doing a full 2-inch exhaust, OEM exhaust. It's 2-inch collector to a 2-inch cat, and then O2 sensor, and then that goes into a secondary cat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the secondary cat, but after the secondary cat, the piping just shrinks to about 1.5, maybe less. So I'm just doing 2 inches all the way back. Axle back, I ended up picking up a HKS high flow, high power silent exhaust, which actually has 2 mufflers built into it. I'm not sure if the rear fog light just stays on all the time or works when I hit the brakes. I can't really seem to find videos of Notes driving at night with the rear fog light on. All the videos I've seen are of them off. For the shifter, I did the Nismo collar upgrade, which essentially uses steel screws and makes the collar hug around the stock shifter. That way you can run pretty much any shift knob you want to run. I did the Nismo center console, which doesn't fit, as you can see. I don't know how or why Nissan made USDM and JDM spec cars so different. This is the worst car I've ever had to buy mods for or try to mod. Coilovers were a pain in the ass because they took forever from BC. It's a good quality coilover overall. Comfortable ride. Well, not maxed out. My car is maxed out right now, but overall quality is really good for, what is it, $1,100 shipped, $1,200 shipped. Mirrors, I did OEM Nismo, which were not worth the money. I didn't realize how similar they were to the USDM ones, to the SR and the SV, except for this little plastic trim piece in the front that you use to get to the three 10mm bolts holding the mirror on. That's completely different from USDM spec, and if I lose it, I'm pretty much screwed. Any Nismo steering wheel will bolt up, but the airbag, instead of doing the OEM Note S or Note Nismo steering wheel airbag, I ended up having to get a Maximo one because airbags contain explosives and they don't ship them from overseas. On the right side, I epoxied and sanded the crap out of the cover or the actual mount because I don't have any of those controls. But as you can see, I don't want it to get copyrighted, so just some Nismo high quality floor mats, which are awesome. Got them all around, even in the back. As you can see, kind of hard to hold the GoPro like this. But yeah, I can show you the exterior and go from there. So you can see the sequentials doing their thing. Also converted to the JDM spec headlights, LEDs. Pretty easy to do if you've ever soldered anything in your life. Essentially just snip the stock harness and buy some harnesses off of 6-pin connectors off of Amazon. I'll show you. So essentially just snip the OEM harness here. You're going to be utilizing the stock OEM corner light, running light, and then the actual assembly, and then you buy this rear part from Amazon, just a 6-pin connector, and then it just plugs into the OEM JDM connector. This is maxed out BC coils on 17-inch 7 wide, running a 215 tire. Has enough travel. I'd like to go like 1/4 inch lower in the front, but it is what it is. If I knew that BC coils had a super low version, which is essentially just a shorter shock, I'm not really sure what the spring rate would be, but I think it would probably be a little too much in such a light car. Hawk pads and rotors. The wheels are a plus 47. I'm just running a 5mm hub-centric spacer. Alright, so these are the bumpers. They're getting wet sanded right now. Let me see. I'm gonna end up making a custom harness for the fog light. So that's one of them. A couple of these tabs got bent during shipping, which is awesome. But yeah, pretty much right now just trying to make holes into the rocker panel to fit these I don't know, nipples, whatever they call them. And I'm not really sure what we're doing for the bottom. OEM has like grommets. Took one of those grommets off, fits in here. But hopefully has enough length to actually go through this and then go through the body. I'm not really sure how Nissan does it. I couldn't find a part number. Took you through some of the other cars at the shop while they work on my side skirt. I don't want to be too loud because I don't want anyone knowing I'm making a video. You got a Chevelle here, pretty crazy build. Custom firewall. It's getting a pretty stock engine, I would say. Yeah. I don't want to uncover anything just yet. But yeah, this thing should be kind of sick. Then you got a, I don't know, not really knowledgeable with Monte Carlos. Also, stockish engine. No, except for that. Custom manifold. Pretty sweet. I think that's LQ4 or 6. And then you got a pretty crazy 92 F5. Also stockish. Then you got a Versa. Alright, so this is where we're at. Side skirt's on. Just to give any idea, it still needs some more wet sanding before it gets buffed. Rear bumper's off. Really easy to take off, by the way. Just not sure what we're gonna utilize. Alright, well, rear bumper is on. Hey, careful. Side skirt's attached, just this bolt. And then we ended up using, hold on. As you can see, we ended up using pretty much just a self-tapping screw that goes into the OEM grommet, and it's held in with a washer. But yeah, actually didn't even have to try and find those OEM tabs, the JDM tabs. I just need to put these things back in. No, I just need to do the front bumper. Alright, so this is what I got for the exhaust. Got a nice HKS Axleback unit. And removing the stock 1.5 inch resonator or whatever size it is, putting a 2-inch inlet outlet, 2-inch pipe, 2-inch U pipe. What up? So this is the V band I'm probably going to end up using. It's probably going to sit. So the secondary cat's probably going to be right here. Still don't know if I'm going to keep that. And it's probably going to sit right here. The other one's going to go right there. All done with the Nismo V-band clamp. And the brackets for the LEDs I ended up making. And it's going to end up going with these LEDs I got off of Amazon. Ended up buying spares, or 2 different sizes. I think these are 20-30 mil. These smaller units, probably going to end up going with these. OEM is actually in between the 2 sizes, as far as I can tell. Like, these are too big, and these are too small. OEM sits in between them. Sorry. But pretty easy. Wiring, they're just 12 volt. Gonna run off my hopefully run off my OEM headlights, the LED ones, as they have actually a plug and play for the fog lights that go into the little clip built into the housing. Which way does this sit? So, not sure what wattage they are. They're probably 1 watt. They claim 3 watts, but I ain't having it with these tiny ass wires. It's a goddamn lie. Oh, those tiny ass wires. Anyways, it goes on like so, and just held in with a nut, and it sits flush. Probably not flush. Probably sticks out about, sorry about the noise, 2 millimeters. But yeah, easy peasy. Gonna get these powder coated. You can see the size comparison. OEM. It's almost twice the length, or thickness. What's going on, guys? As you can see from wearing different clothes, it's a different day. GoPro died yesterday. SD card got corrupt. Overall, great day. But did manage to get all the body pieces on. Got the spoiler on, got the front bumper on. Finished custom making the exhaust, and got everything done besides the front LED lights, the rear fog light, and getting the bumpers polished, which is hopefully happening today, depending on the time, because my friend's gonna close the shop around like 3 o'clock today. So overall experience, it was all right. It wasn't too bad to put on. Majority of it was trying to figure out how to take off the front grille, and mainly the front grille and top cowl. I'm not really sure what Nissan calls it. You have the grille, and then you have the piece that sits separating the grille from the hood, in between the two headlights. That was kind of a pain in the ass. Ended up breaking one clip, but first time trying to take it off. So, but it apparently comes off pretty easily. With the exhaust, I ended up doing from the secondary cap back, because that was already 2 inches. I didn't want it to be too loud. Now I feel like it's a little too quiet, but it's fine. It's fine. It's my daily, so I can take you around a car real quick, show you what I got done. All right, so that's what the front bumper looks like. Still needs to get wet sanded and buffed. Brackets ended up looking pretty decent. These are the LED lights I got from Amazon. They look pretty close to stock, but stock, I know it's probably like 3 millimeters bigger LED overall, but also $920 more. Hopefully we can get those wired up. That's what the side looks like. This little rubber gasket that is sitting around the side skirt is what I was talking about. This is a OEM Honda part. I just like how it separates the body and the side skirts. Makes it look a little better in my opinion. These are definitely coming off because these are Uggo AF. Other side, but yeah, overall kind of cool. One other thing I forgot to mention, so The inner fender lining for the USDM and the Nismo are pretty similar. They don't all line up, but they're pretty close. As you can see, I can't really, I think OEM, there was a Torx that goes into the bumper, and then it just is essentially just screwed into the inner liner. I didn't have that, but I do have the 3 on the bottom. There's 2 Torx that fit on the bottom that go into the plastic. There's a clip on the plastic. There's no way you're gonna be able to pick, I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick that up. Everything pretty much on the bottom lines up. This is day 3. And the car's complete. But it was front bumper, wet sanded, side skirts, wet sanded, rear spoiler, wet sanded, rear bumper, wet sanded, and then everything got polished. Wired in the LEDs, they work. They're a lot brighter than I thought. They are the Yida motor off of Amazon. I think they're $16, $17. Essentially just ran the 4 LEDs in parallel and then had each end of the bracket, the negative and the positive. And that was really easy to wire up. As far as exhaust, it's awesome. It's not loud at all, especially in car. I'll show you right now. That's it. Give you a few revs. Car's warmed up, so. $5,000. 6,800. Nothing. Fairly quiet. I don't know if I showed you guys the seat rail, actually. So for the seat rail, I'm running a Bride E12 seat rail, made for the car, and made for buckets. I'm still waiting on, I'll post another video, I'm still waiting on entire Cusco under brace kit. So I got the front, I got the midsection, and I got the rear. And then I got the Siberian polyurethane mounts for the front control arms and the rear subframe. So they're a lot brighter than I ever thought they'd be. I mean, they stayed at 3 watts, but that wire is tiny. Let me show you the wire. They don't really match. I was kind of hoping they'd match. The OEM ones are more yellow, but they are what? I mean, they were made in 2013, so I just figured it'd be a lot safer to run newer LEDs anyway and not pay that $925. But the car is on. That's exhaust, so you can see it's not very loud. This I'm gonna leave out for now. I wired it, but the output on it was quite vulgar, and I didn't want to piss anyone off behind me because it stayed on all the time. But yeah, I'll post some more videos after I get that other stuff in. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.